Hello and welcome everyone to Wasteland 3. We are in the bazaar. We made it downstairs and now we have to get to talk to Flab and explore a little bit. But first I need to level up good old Lucia. Let's do that. Yeah, let's give her a little more coordination so she can move more and do more. I'm still not really sold on her abilities in battle, but yeah, I guess we have to deal with that. Yeah, let's increase her barter skills. I think she would also be a decent sniper. Now, the issue with that is we already have a sniper, obviously, in Akko. Other than that, I'm not sure anything really makes sense for her. I think I will just save one skill point. And then we have here a perk. Strike Beater charges a bonus 5% with each successful handgun attack. That's pretty nice. Shredder Shot. Armor damage. Barter. Buying multiple items instead of just one provides a 20% discount. That's pretty good. Field Stripping now has a chance of providing weapon mods. Oh. I think I will take the barter one. That's pretty useful. And can be useful pretty much immediately. Since down here there will be some bartering going on, I would assume.
To our hot noodle.
Guns sanctified with blood, blood sanctified by guns.
Oh, that's Piscatelli.
Guns sanctified with blood.
Yeah, I get it.
Blood sanctified by guns.
Let's talk to her. The woman has scars all over her body, marks that speak of acid burns and shrapnel damage. Her eyes are scarred and blind, yet she turns to you as you approach.
Heartbeats that I don't recognize. Come closer, strangers. The sanctified Piscatelli crafts weapons of all sorts for those in need, and she can read that you are very much in need.
Okay. Don't have weapon modding 6. Those scars, are they from your work with weapons?
Have you ever loved something so deeply that it gouges loose all the fears you might have possessed? If so, you would know what these scars are. Benediction. Sanctification.
Okay. Show us what you got.
Certainly.
Let's see. Also be able to sell some stuff, I would assume. Sell junk. Only a little bit. Ooh, what's this? The Emancipator. 380. Small arms. That would be something for Lucia. Auto shotgun. Ooh. 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 This could be something. And it's a special weapon. Ooh, I kind of like it. And it's not super expensive. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's do it. Modest kit. A kit full of maintenance repair tools for weapon and armor. Utility. Don't know what that does. Incendiary linkage. Weapon mod. Converts to fire damage. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Tactical nuke ammunition. More auto shotguns. We have. Do we have some 7.62 here? I'm always short on 7.62. Yeah, let's get all of them. I need them. Don't pick up much. We will also sell some stuff, so we're not too short on money. Disco bot. Laser turret. Wise mechanic 6. Pretty expensive too. Would like to have some grenades though. They're expensive as well. Machine turret. I like that one. 70. I get like 2 of these. Then let's get 3 grenades. See if we can sell some stuff. Yeah, I guess like the basic assault rifle we can let go. Basic submachine gun can go. Pump shotgun can go. That can go. Yeah, I don't think I really need those. Let's sell the cigarettes. I always like to keep one of these items usually, since in these games sometimes you need them in a quest or something. Someone was asking specifically for that, so like to have at least one in hand, but I don't really use them in outside of battle or anything, so those are mission items. Okay, well, I think that was pretty good. Let's see if Lucia can equip the new shotgun. She most certainly can. And then you'll get some grenades. Quan gets a turret. We also have... Oh, I also wanted to check about weapon mods and just general mods. Weapon mod magazine. Ooh, requires 7 modding. Don't have that. Have nobody who does weapon modding. Is that true? Or kind of a jack of all trades. Oh no. I think we need a weapon modder. I know that someone has armor modding. Yeah, she has armor modding 3. Guess mechanic leadership. Oh, here, armor modding 4. Lucia, so we do have someone. Oh, wait. Oh, so she has to actually do that. Okay, weapon modding. Handle. Bladed weapon. Brawling weapon. Oop. Nope, that's not what I want. That's how you do it. I always forget how you do it. How you do things. Hit chance +5. Let's do it. Ooh, wait. Sure. Running a little bit low on money, but... Okay. Can I... I feel like modifying the special weapons makes sense, but here we don't have enough. Armor. Yeah, let's do it. Put it on the special helmet. I still have no pants. Modify armor. Evasion +3. combat speed. Let's do this. Don't have that many weapon mods. Okay, I think that's it for now. Also, I think we're pretty broke. Army blaster.
Hot noodles!
Let's talk to Masato. The man before you is moving so fast he's nearly a blur. As he dashes from pot to pot on his stove, stirring one, tasting another. As you approach, he stops his cooking to turn his undivided attention to you.
My friends, you saw that explosion too? Horrible! Such a waste of good pork. And human life, of course.
Of course.
Don't worry, Masato is here to offer aid and succor. Have you seen anything this delicious?
He holds a steaming hot bowl in front of you, filled to the brim with some kind of noodles. It looks amazing. Maybe?
Yes, yes. Be my guest. After enjoying this bowl, know that my store is open to you. I have a variety of goods that you may find useful.
He hands you the bowl, which turns out to be a mix of noodles and pork, which is filling and quite delicious. He watches you eat it with hopeful grin.
A man who never eats pork is never a whole man. But I have to tell you, my friends, these noodles are a pale imitation of the real thing. The great pre-war delicacy. The rarest of rare magics. Instant ramen noodles. I hope one day I will perfect my recipe to recreate them. But enough about me. How can I be of service?
Well, so you're looking for instant ramen noodles.
Ah, you picked up on my subtle hints. Years ago, a friend in Colorado Springs gave me a package of instant ramen noodles that he had found in the Warrens underneath the bazaar. The experience changed my life forever, and I moved here in hopes of finding more.
The cook starts to fidget, despair painting his face as he loses his usual buoyant composure.
The Warrens aren't safe. I can't venture down there. But you must understand.
Okay.
It is as if my body is made of ramen. If you go down in the Warrens, please keep your eyes open for this rare delicacy.
I won't. Well, Ranger HQ could use a chef like you.
Oh, how interesting. You mean a permanent position? A full kitchen of my own? My friends, that is quite the offer you're making me. You have my interest for sure. But as I explained to you, I'm here for a reason. Bring me the ramen noodles and I'll gladly join you at your HQ.
Okay. Bring him the ramen and he joins us. Anything you can tell us about the bazaar's residents?
There've been a lot of troubles of late. People disappearing, showing up dead. And now this exploding pig! Can you believe that? I'm not sure if you'd be willing to help, but you look like you might be able to. If you're up for it, go talk to Flab, the guy in charge. You could find him upstairs.
That's the plan. Can we see your wares? I don't really intend of buying something else, but
my store is always open to you, my friends.
Always good to know what's available. Yeah, he has foods. That makes sense. What do you have here? There's a tape.
What's the perfect food? Noodles. How many do we have? Oodles. Who should have some now? Oodles. Masato makes the best noodles.
Hi, folks. This is Masato at the bazaar.
What the jingle?
And I have discovered the perfect food. Instant noodles. But pre-war packets are hard to come by, so I have reversed engineered their deliciousness and have them for sale at my stall for all to enjoy. Yes, at Masato's noodle stand, we have oodles of noodles for yoodles.
Oh.
What's the perfect food? Noodles. How many do we have? Oodles. Who should have some now? Oodles. And now we have to go toodles.
Oh, wow. Quite the jingle. As you approach, this man's eye flit over every member of your team, as if assessing whether or not you are a direct threat. He relaxes after a moment and touches the brim of his hat with a slight nod.
Howdy, ma'am.
He nods at Lucia.
Howdy.
Always good to see a Wesson.
Turns to you, nodding again. You have anything for sale?
Just my services as a caravan master. I organize caravans to get people, goods, and livestock from one place to another, but I don't sell goods myself. These lands near Colorado Springs are pretty safe, but still lots of people need help getting around, especially if you want to range further than that.
Anything you can tell us about Colorado?
Thanks to the Patriarch, this stretch of land from Denver in the north to Steeltown in the south is pretty safe to travel. You'll find richer opportunities the further you venture out, but it'll also come with more risks. I could tell you more, but truth be told, the only way to know the land is to travel it. You look well equipped and competent. Just head out and see what you can learn.
All right, thanks.
So long.
What about Long John? For all that it might be swaddled in dirty, mismatched fabric, this figure is clearly anything but human. At your approach, it straightens with a creak of rusted gears and presses a palm to the Nixon mask over its face. Oh.
As I live and eat cherry pie, more of my fellow humans in the bazaar. You make yourself welcome now, you hear?
He scratches behind his masked plastic ear. His shirt shifts to reveal a call device on his chest, an impressive-looking piece of tech.
Fellow humans?
Tell us about yourself.
Well, gosh, and apple pies. You put me in a spot. Let's see. My name is Long John, and I'm old as dirt. I've traveled a little, but nowhere interesting. Now I'm here in the bazaar, just to see what life has to offer. Make friends. Wasn't something that I got to do when I was younger, what with my job and all. There was no time to make friends, none at all. But I'm making up for it. I know everyone in the bazaar, and they know me.
Tell us about your travels.
I'll tell you youngins what I can. Despite the fact I'm old as the mountains, figuratively speaking, that is. Humans rarely live past 70, and I'm just about ready to expire. I don't know everything, you hear? Even though I walked all the way from Denver to Steeltown and back again.
Do you have any stories about Colorado Springs?
Colorado Springs. That's an alright place. A little uptight, but that's what you get from having all of the 100 families there. I like the scientists and engineers, though. Real clever kids.
Okay. Have you been to the plains?
Nuh-uh. Place like that ain't fit for the lonely traveler. Well, you might be alright. If you do decide to go in that direction, I've heard that it's gotten real dangerous.
What can you tell us about Steeltown?
Steeltown? That place is an industrial nightmare. Raging fires all around. Melts right through the skin. Gives me the shivers, you hear?
Okay, tell us about Denver.
I'd stay away from the city. It's nothing but a corpse these days, and the Gippers, well, they're not a bad lot per se, but I'd be careful around them. If you have to spend some time, I'd personally visit the airport instead. The young'uns there are wonderful.
Okay, good to know. Let's talk about something else.
You kids these days and your limited attention spans.
It's what the YouTubes does to us. What can you tell us about the people in the bazaar?
Some of it is real private, and some of it probably should be. But you young whippersnappers tell everyone everything.
He taps the side of his bulbous plastic nose.
Like Paradolia Jones? He's probably the best damn caravan master in the bazaar. But his business would be better if he knew how to keep his mouth shut. Between you and me, if I was afraid of ducks, I wouldn't tell a soul.
Oh, he's afraid of ducks. I guess that's good to know. So why are you trying to pretend you're not a synth?
Me? A synth? Aren't you adorable? I'm meat and muscle, just like you, Rangers. Shucks, I even have dreams all the time. Technicolor dreams about flying and standing naked in front of people I don't quite know. Synths don't do that.
Sure. We still think you're a synth.
I'm not a synth. Why, just last night I had the most human dream. I was back in high school. There was a trigonometry test. I sat down confident and brash, only to realize I completely forgot to study. I also enjoy toasted eggs in the morning. A very human thing.
Toasted eggs. You know, everyone can tell that's a mask, right? Like, we can see the strength.
Oh, you kids and your humor. If the folk in the bazaar really thought I was a synth, wouldn't they have tried to decommission me? Not that I'm afraid of such things, being the perfectly ordinary human male that I am.
He hesitates.
All right, fine. I am a synth, but you can't tell anyone.
Okay, but everyone in the bazaar already knows.
Do they? I'm not sure I believe that. If they knew, wouldn't they have melted me down to scrap by now? People don't like synths, far as I've seen. You're clever ones, and bully to you for figuring out who I am. But let's not talk about it again, okay? The topic puts me on edge.
Okay.
So soon? I suppose even good things gotta end sometime. You be safe now, you hear? And come back to see old Long John when you can. Best of luck
I
to
will.
you.
Let's
Hey,
get to know the
pals,
people
Finn
here.
is the name. If you need a drink, you've come to the right place. If you got questions, well, I suppose that's okay too.
Okay, did you see the pig explode?
Between you and me, I've been partaking in some taste tests during my shift, so everything is a little blurry at the moment.
I see.
I did hear a loud boom, but I figured it was just a thunderstorm.
Okay, what can you tell us about this place?
Not much. I'm pretty new. Just started a week ago. Rumor has it the old bartender mysteriously vanished into thin air. Anyway, this place is something for everyone. Guns, armor, food, meds, entertainment, and most importantly, booze!
Wonderful.
If you're here to work for Flab, then he might be able to tell you more. One thing's for sure, there's something weird going on here.
What can you tell us about Flab?
Flab the Inhaler is the man who is large and in charge of the bazaar. And I ain't kidding you when I say large. From what I've seen, he's always in his office, just up the stairs.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by something weird?
I don't know. I suppose everyone's on edge, you know? They're all putting on brave faces like things are normal, but I can tell something is wrong. Just don't know quite what.
Okay. I don't think I need a drink right now.
Come back anytime.
Okay. This is our patron.
We've been here for
Patrons.
hours.
I suggest you
My
speak
feet
to
are
Flab.
killing me.
Come
Why are we all going to
I gotta
different
kill some
places?
serious
The sort of
here.
Tellies.
Win Talbot. A reek of tobacco and tannin surrounds this wizened, darkened-skinned woman. Without breaking eye contact, she swaps her chewed-down cigarette stub for a fresh one and lights it before she speaks.
Ah,
You look like tough sorts. Patriarch sent you. Whoever you are, we can certainly use your help. Some kind of beastie down in the Warrens or something. Talk to Flab up the stairs.
Okay. You're Talbot? Rather than answer, she takes a long drag of her cigarette. Your question does not seem to have impressed her. So, what do you sell?
Kinda depends on who's buying. For you, leather goods, protective gear, armor. Up to you if you want to deflect stabbings or look like a badass.
I want both.
Either way, I have you covered.
Can I see your wares?
That's why I'm here.
Okay, let's see what she has. Okay, bunch of damage. Savage helmet, okay. Armor mods. Nothing that stands out too much, honestly.
Wonder if Talbot's got any leather dusters.
Quarix?
Oh, wow! Are you Rangers? I haven't seen any of you guys since I left, in a while.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Rangers in a while. Are you here to fight the monsters under the bazaar? That would be awesome! I'm Quarix, by the way. This is my cool museum of, coolness.
Of coolness?
Would you like a tour?
Sure.
Really? Okay. This way. Okay, I'll start. Welcome to Quarix's Cabinet of Curiosities, a collection of the rarest of the... Well, it's toys and games mostly, and some mementos, but they're all really cool, I promise. That top hat belonged to Mr. Cynical from Angel Oracle out in L.A., a fellow game aficionado. He lived his life trying to help the little guy, defending them against bullies and end-level bosses.
Wow.
In the end, though, a boss got him, and well, he didn't make it. I keep his hat around to remind me to be honest and decent like he was.
Okay.
This was the best video game ever! Wasteland 4! You can choose what color you want the screen to be, red or green.
That's crazy.
This is the most sought-after gaming accessory ever made, the legendary Mighty Mitt. I love the Mighty Mitt. It's so bad. This is a genuine megascope, the most advanced optical aiming device of its day, a priceless artifact. Shame somebody stuck it on that silly old ray gun, but I'm not gonna try to take it off. I might break it.
Can I get the ray gun?
This is a Tarjan the Tenebrous machine. It can tell your fortune, but you get a premium fortune if you have some special tokens. Wish I had some. This throne was once the most coveted object in the Wasteland. The rule was whoever sat on it was the king. King of what exactly, I don't know. I also don't know who made that rule. This is a slicer dicer, the scariest robot ever. It slices, it dices, it even makes julienne fries. Whatever those are. If this thing was working, we'd all be dead by now.
I want to take the tape yet. I'll wait until he's done with his little tour.
These are the most classic of classic arcade games. Avenue Brawlers, Catboy, and Star Intruder. This is a surfboard. I don't know what surf is, and what boards have to do with it, but this looks well-loved. It has property of MF on it. I hope that doesn't mean what I think it does. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions.
Oh, in a second.
Made it past Telluride today. Found a guy there who sold me some rat jerky. There's a caravan heading for Boulder, and I'm going to try to tag along. Colorado's cold and kind of scary, But there's treasure here, too. That guy with the rat jerky, he had like 6 or 7 3DO cartridges just lying around his shack. When I asked him how much for the set, he looked at me like I was crazy, practically gave them away. You know what? Leaving Arizona might be the best thing that ever happened to me.
I wonder if he's part of Wasteland 2. The VR device is bulky, cumbersome conglomeration of thick wires and dented shapes. Put on the headset. The helmet doesn't fit quite right. It slopes and slashes across your face, putting the alignment of your nose at risk. Text starts scrolling across the darkness, bending your eyes. Select hiking trail. The camera zooms around and behind the security checkpoint. There, it moves up along an innocuous trail, the path nearly hidden in snow. As you move across it, the trail starts to waver under your feet. A signpost floats up to the surface. It reads error. Beautiful. Entrance. The display stutters and then moves sluggishly at first. The camera pans across a large entrance carved into a mountainside. The tunnel is blanketed in complete darkness. After a few moments, the feed cuts. Checkpoint Alpha. The camera moves along a road towards a military checkpoint. Camouflaged figures stand with their backs to you. They turn to you, but their faces are cloaking in shadows. Their forms dissolve into polygons before the word rebooting flashes twice. What about command? The camera blinks into a room filled with high-tech equipment. Every single screen reads, "A strange game," in blinking letters. Figures move in the shadows, turning towards you. One by one, the screen changes to error, error, you are an unauthorized user. An alarm blares and the feed cuts out. What about the error log? Dear user, please be informed this VR set is designed to be used only in the Cheyenne Mountain Complex. Usage outside of Cheyenne Mountain Complex will activate security measures that may show up as content glitches. I see. Well, you remove the helmet and blink against the glare of the world. Walk away from the device. Okay. What do we have here? A lovely rendered scene of the Scottish Highlands flickers in 16 pixelated colors on the screen of this computer. Polymorphic chorus of beeps forms into a Gaelic tune as you read the title of the game. The Bard's Tale 4, Barrows Deep, actually. Play the game. Encounter fiendish cultists, solve devious puzzles, and compose magical songs, but one challenge defeats you. The game ends with an epitaph. You've been killed by 99 berserkers. Rude.
Hi, Rangers. Good to see you again.
Anything new? Let's talk.
Sure.
So, your name is Quarks. Then you live with the Topekans in Arizona. So I assume he is part of Wasteland 2. Maybe let me know in the comments below.
You must be thinking about someone else. Quarks is a more common name than you might think, you know. Anyway, not me. Nope.
Perception 5. You are sweating a lot, Quarks.
Oh, well, haven't you heard? Scientists say sweating is a sign of truthfulness. Okay, fine. I'm Quarks from Rail Nomads. Happy now? Kinda cool you guys have heard of me. Nobody knows about me.
Why did you come to Colorado?
Well, basically, everything went downhill after Ranger Team Echo found that 3DO for me. Some shady guys started coming around asking me to sell it to them, and when I said no, well, they didn't like that at all. I was going to call the Rangers since you'd all been so nice to me, but then Ranger Citadel blew up, so I left. Had to leave all my cool stuff behind, even the 3DO. But there's lots of cool stuff around here, too, and I've been finding it. And that's how I started my museum.
Okay. If you were on the run from shady characters, why didn't you change your name?
Oh, I did. I just always forgot to say it.
Oh.
I'm supposed to say my name's Dave, but yeah.
Dave, okay. What can you tell us about the bazaar?
It's great! There's so much cool stuff at all the merchant stalls. I add to my collection all the time. Some spooky stuff has been happening lately, though. Monsters are coming up from the tunnels at night to snatch people. It's like Chud in real life.
Well, talk to you later.
Bye, Rangers. Thanks for visiting me.
You're welcome.
I hear the Patriarch himself shops here sometimes. Not the Patriarch. He's got people who do that.
Okay, anything on this side? There seems to be
Hungry?
Now who are these beauties in my theater? Come to Eidolon.
Let's talk. This woman's shocking purple hair and ridiculous voluptuous form makes her stand out from the average Wastelander. She looks like she dropped in from a different time and place.
Hey there, Eidolon. You look
Quan
better
knows her
every
as
time I
well.
see you. How's show business?
Ah, Marshal Quan. As charming as ever. And you brought your most beautiful friends to Eidolon's Chick Flicks Theater, I see. Aren't you all a sight for sore eyes, honey lips?
Oh. You show movies here?
Movies? Oh no, sweetheart. We deal in real flesh and blood shows. Ah, sugar plums. Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, I'm so happy you walked into mine. You look like strapping, helpful hunks.
Oh.
Wouldn't you love to help out our little Eidolon?
A little 8 for Eidolon. What can we do to help?
Oh, my heroes. So here's the rub. The Chicks Flicks theater shows only the finest, most exclusive performances. But we are running low on material. I'd ask if you were volunteering to be my next star, but we all know I couldn't afford your gorgeous asses.
Oh.
I suppose the next best thing would be getting me some fresh material.
Okay. There's pay involved, right?
In any currency you want, baby. Monetary and otherwise. Trust me.
That's what I like to hear. So, where would we get fresh material?
I know where to find some old movie reels. We've got good tech in here. So between some creative editing and a little bit of improvisation, I can produce our next masterpiece.
Okay, where do we find these movie reels?
So it's easy as a slice of apple pie. The Monster Army used to live in a pre-war luxury bunker. Apparently their monster outfits were inspired by the movies they watched in there. The bunker has been abandoned for years and years, so it should be simple. And hey,
sure.
I know any resistance you meet won't be a problem for such beautiful and powerful people. Good luck out there, sweeties.
Okay, can we ask you some questions?
Anytime, gorgeous.
What can you tell us about the bazaar?
The bazaar? Well, you can get some good eats here, if you like pork. Flab's a bit of a softy, but he knows the value of money. That'll keep the gears greased, not to mention my performers.
Can we talk about your performers?
They're fantastic. Gorgeous people. Talented, double-jointed.
Oh.
Incredibly flexible. Incredibly. Trust me, I sampled each of them myself.
Oh, I bet. What's this operation you run?
This is Chicks Flicks, where nothing is sacred and everything's for adaptation. We take the fantasies of pre-war films by adding some missing venereal elements. The little extra sexy sauce leaves our customers extra satisfied.
Oh, I bet. Well, I guess that's it for now. We will look out for those movies.
Those asses are too beautiful to stay gone.
Oh.
What's going on here?
Gilded Bird.
Under arrest.
Sarah Guns.
Don't make me pull out my bullet. There's a new sheriff of Sexyville in town, ladies.
Oh boy. Well, I don't want to disturb the performance there. Let's have a quick look at the map. So, okay, food court, medical station. Haven't been there. It goes down to the Warrens, and we have to go up to talk to Flab. Okay.
I wish they served chicory here. Ugh, why? It tastes like boiled tree bark.
Chicory. Okay. Some Snickers. Real brands.
Dr. Cold Cuts can cure
Cold Cuts, okay.
Why, hello. Name's Hirsch. Lev Hirsch. But you can just call me Dr. Cold Cuts. What do you need?
Why is your name Cold Cuts?
Oh, used to be the veterinarian / butcher here back in the day. Learned all about how the body works by carving up meat. Animal meat, of course. When Doc Kessler passed, well, I inherited the position.
So, can you tell us a bit about the bazaar?
Not much. Got all kinds of traders here, selling all sorts of junk. The heart of this place is meat, though. Pig meat is a luxury not everyone can afford. Anyway, got a bit of a pickle of late. Something murderous roaming the Warrens. Some say it's the old monster army leader, the Cyclops come back from the dead and hunting us. Bunch of BS if you ask me, but something's down there. Talk
that
to Flab
worries
if you
me.
haven't already.
Can you patch us up?
Pig, human, ain't so different. Cash first and I'll fix you right up.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get everyone back to top.
This won't hurt a bit.
Shape.
Promise.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
See ya.
We might come back later. After whatever happens in the wars.
Come, speak with Flab.
Where is Flab? Oh, that's Flab. Oh, we don't have the lockpicking skill yet. Well, let's talk to Flab.
Children of the desert. What wonderful music they make. What do you want of Jacob the Magnificent? The splendid, wonderful...
The corpulent man standing before you spits out a set of fake Dracula teeth and wipes his mouth.
Let's never mind with the acts, shall we? Rangers, I am so sorry you had to witness that horrible exploding pig. Truth is, you do not find us at the best of times.
Okay, what's with the Dracula act?
Do not judge harshly, my friends. We hold on to our rituals of the past to try to remember our long-lost strength. It may strike you as pathetic, but it gives us much-needed comfort.
Okay, how can you be so calm about exploding pigs?
I am calm because I must be, friend. So is the burden of leadership. But you are right. This place is under assault. Something, someone, some horrible unknown thing is roaming the warrens below us. People have been disappearing, not to mention the pigs loaded with explosives running amok. You are the Patriarch's Rangers, yes? If he trusts you, so can I. Nothing we've done has helped, so your arrival could not be more fortuitous. We need your help to combat this threat.
Okay. Unknown horrors require some hazard pay. Upfront hazard pay.
Wonderful. Haha, I can't fully trust a person unless they're honest, and money is the most honest of all. Of course, here is some extra upfront pay, with more due when you return. Good luck.
Thank you. Well, we'd like to know more about you.
You ask too much of me, my friends. What is a leader but a servant of the community? My story is the bizarre story. I am nothing but a receptacle of its wishes.
Well, we'd like to know how you ended up in charge of the bazaar.
Where do I start? Once, I was a humble lieutenant in the monster army. Then, the Patriarch came to the bazaar. He executed my predecessor, and everyone else was too stupid to understand that this is the new world order. When he came to me, I did not hesitate. I swore myself to his service, marrow and muscle, and the Patriarch, in his infinite grace, gave me command of the bazaar and all of its lives.
Okay, so this probably is very sensitive to us, but have you any thoughts on that nickname of yours?
I appreciate the delicacy. Your compassion will be remembered. But no, I've no thoughts on the nickname they've given to me, and no cause to think about it. After all, Flab describes me well, does it not?
Suppose so.
Good! Most would have lied to my face, told me that Flab the Inhaler was a blasphemy against my greatness. But you have courage. I see a long friendship ahead of us. The truth is that I see this fat as proof of my station in life. Here, in these wastelands, how many have the opportunity to eat and flourish as I have?
Fair enough. Let's see if there are any other questions.
I would be a bad host if I did not provide you with answers.
Well, can you tell us about the bazaar?
A decadent oasis steeped in culinary wonders. The bazaar is Colorado's gastronomic holy land. It is a carnival of wonders. It is paradise. But it was even more splendid once, a long time ago.
What was it like a long time ago?
Primal, a wild place. I was there when the monster army first arrived in the bazaar. We tore the farmers limb from limb, fed them to their pigs. A graceless epoch, but so visceral, so alive. But its savagery had no place under the Patriarch's rule. He is a harsh man, but his edge is directed, guided, not like the chaos of old.
Any recommendations for things to do here in the bazaar?
Masato will challenge your understanding of what food can be. The things that he can do with old bacon. Oh!
That's a story from the good old days.
They weren't the good old days. My family still tells stories about the monster army and the horrible things they did.
Your young friend is right, of course. Those times were most regrettable. And yet, also the most delicious. So, a story?
Tell us your favorite story.
My favorite story? Oh, I suppose I cannot blame you for being curious. Let's see. Yes, I suppose I know the one. A wolf man once challenged me for the rule of the bazaar. He decided that I was weak, too soft for the role. So he challenged me to a duel, and I agreed. But that night he died, shitting blood in his bed.
Wow.
He told me he screamed himself raw. Poor little puppy. He should have been more careful with his food.
Okay, tell us the most bloody story you know.
Oh, that one is easy. It was late and so cold that the air cut our lungs to ribbons. We'd heard rumors of a sanctuary, an unguarded place fat with meat and helpless farmers, no military force to speak of. So we came in the night, an army of monsters. We cut their throats in their sleep. 1 hour, 100 dead. You should have seen the blood. The night ran red. There was enough to fill a lake. It was beautiful. Savagery refined to an unctuous art.
Wow. What's the most audacious story?
You'll have to forgive me. This story is not mine, but Adeline's, the beautiful Madam of Chicks Flicks. She'd just arrived in the bazaar, hungry for a place in our kingdom. The space where her theater stands, it belonged to someone else. Adeline, wise in the nature of the world, offered the owner something he could not refuse. The orgy lasted for days. Men, women, animals, anything with a hole or an appendage that could either be sucked or slotted into a dripping orifice.
Oh, okay.
The stains took weeks to clean, but Eidolon fucked her way to her heart's desire. Ah, a legend, that woman.
Wow. Is there anything else?
It will be my delight to answer.
Does look like it. So we now have to go into the warrens.
We'll be waiting.
Alright, and I think this is a good time to take a break, and then next time we go down in the war and see what's up there, why there are exploding pigs and all of that. So thank you all for watching today's episode. Maybe consider giving the video a like if you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing to the channel, share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more Wasteland 3 tomorrow. Until then, have a great time.